KU basketball blows out Oakland. Here are 3 takeaways from the Jayhawks win. Kansas guard Zeke Mayo is a magician. At the very least, he appeared like one for a singular play midway through the second half against Oakland. Mayo dribbled behind his back, took the ball coast to coast, crossed over a defender, and swooped in for a windmill layup finish. The crowd roared as Mayo produced one of the few highlights in a rather ho-hum victory for the Jayhawks. No. 1 KU defeated Oakland 78-57 Saturday night at Allen Fieldhouse. A.J. Storr finished with a team-high 16 points. K.J. Adams added 12 points. Before the game, a banner honoring Bill Self for becoming the Jayhawks' all-time winningest hoops coach was unveiled. He extended that record a day further with the win. Hugh's starting 5 on the night was Davon Harris, Mayo, Rylan Griffin, Adams, and Hunter Dickinson. The Jayhawks jumped out to a 20-point first-half lead behind near 68% shooting and finished with a lopsided, albeit not completely dominant, victory. Up next, the Jayhawks host UNC Wilmington on Tuesday at Allen Fieldhouse. Until then, here are 3 takeaways from Saturday night's game in Lawrence. KU's offense excels, even if it didn't feel like it. The Jayhawks' offense started slow but found its rhythm by the end of the first period. Kansas shot 67.9%, including 55.6%, 5 of 9, on three-pointers in the first 20 minutes. KU's bench had 14 points. Still, it felt like KU's offense didn't reach its highest gear versus the Golden Grizzlies. The Jayhawks had only 4 fast break points after missing a few opportunities in close. In addition, the Jayhawks' pace of play was slow, as its offense faced a different look from the Oakland defense. Of course, the Jayhawks entered as decisive favorites, so this game was never going to have the all-out energy that would come with a big game. But the Jayhawks did maintain control in a balanced scoring performance. 4 Jayhawks reached double figures, including Adams, who scored 10 points, 4 for 5 shooting in the first half. KU defense stifles Oakland. Heading into Saturday, the Golden Grizzlies were ranked no. 357 in effective field goal percentage, 34.9%. That statistic gives added value to three-point makes, since they're worth more than twos, and spits out a percentage to better represent the scope of a team's scoring offense. In this case, Oakland's offensive issues reflected both the numbers and the eye test. The Golden Grizzlies shot 43.6%, including just 27.4% on three-pointers. Surprisingly, that three-point percentage was actually above the team's average of 13.7% before Saturday. KU did an excellent job of forcing Oakland to heave desperation three-pointers with the shot clock winding down. The Jayhawks clogged the paint and forced 12 turnovers, turning them into 14 points. It was a solid showing for the KU defense, allowing just 57 points total. A.J. Storr comes alive in the second half. Wisconsin transfer A.J. Storr is one of the most intriguing pieces of this Kansas squad. Storr averaged 16.8 points per game for the Badgers last season, but plays an entirely different role for the Jayhawks. At Kansas, he comes off the bench. It's been a bit of an adjustment, but he's showing flashes of the player Bill Self wants him to be every game. A player who reacts without thinking and gets downhill at every opportunity. Storr did just that versus Oakland, especially in the second half. He had multiple impressive finishes at the rim and didn't appear to overthink. He had 12 points on 5 for 7 shooting from the field in the second half. He had 16 points for the game.